Scorpio, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-October 2025. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Scorpio. What do we got? We got a little, I'm getting a little agitated here. It's a little hot for my taste. Thank you for your assistance, but you're dismissed. The overall energy for the reading, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, you look pretty strong, pretty stable, pretty grounded here. Okay. I like your energy, pretty anchored. Starting off the reading, you get the Strength card crossed by the Six of Swords. You may walk away from something here, and it's not easy to do. But given that you're showing up in this energy, I would assume, pretty grounded. I would assume it's not easy, but it could be way worse if you were a little off balance here. So, okay. In your focus, the Temperance card, time? Have you been trying for quite some time to probably distance yourself from something or let something go? Maybe because it's shown up sporadically throughout the reading, so maybe this is something you've been working on for a minute, to let go of something. In the recent past, the Ten of Pentacles, it could be something that has to do with your stability. In your Strength, the Seven of Swords, again, the element of moving away from something here. In the immediate future, the Sun. Happy times. Nice. Supporting this reading, the Hangman. Oh, okay. Standing still, kind of taking things as they come, one day at a time, not rushing through anything, just kind of being in the present with it all, as it all comes through here. The energy that's around you, and you may not be aware of it, the Knight of Wands. There's a nice energy knocking at your door, but I don't know if you see it. I don't know if you hear the knock. You might, but maybe not giving it that much importance, being like, yeah, no, I hear it, I know it's there. But, I'm doing my thing. Okay. In your hopes and fears, the Magician, you are manifesting something, so you're definitely pursuing some sort of goal here. And for the potential outcome, the Ace of Pentacles. That's a brand new beginning right there. So that tells me that this process of whatever it is you're distancing yourself from might complete by that time. Because there's a brand energy popping in. Okay. Let me do the Nine of Pentacles. The Page of Wands, the Temperance card, the Queen of Cups. Yeah. You've been doing this for a minute. This process of distancing yourself. I don't even know how much of it is conscious, though. Is it? I can't tell. I can't tell if you can tell yet. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's something that you've invested a lot in, especially emotionally. But time for it to go, or for you to go. For the Strength card, you get the Nine of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Page of Swords. Yeah, you've been stressing out about this for a minute. So the minute you started stressing out about this, that's the minute where I think you started becoming very much aware of this process in which, slowly but surely, you could be walking away from something here. Let's do the Six of Swords. You get the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Hermit. It's because you're starting to put yourself first, and through that, it's kind of a normal movement away from something that maybe doesn't make sense for you anymore, maybe does not serve you anymore. And it's hard. There's the realization of, hey, this is not good for me. What the hell am I doing? But the process itself of, let me remove myself from this, that doesn't mean it's easy. Because as I said, it's something you've invested yourself in for who knows how long. So it's not going to be easy. But that's the process right here. Let's do the Temperance card. In your focus, the Ace of Pentacles, the Justice card, the Hierophant. Yeah, and while you're super excited about whatever the next chapter holds for you, you know, once this chapter is closed off, you're not rushing towards that. You know, you kind of look at that as when it happens, and you know it's going to happen once this chapter is closed. So you don't have a time frame, you're not rushing through anything, you're not super, you know, getting super anxious. What was the word? I was like, what is the word? And then you probably thought I was having quite a, I don't know what the hell you thought, but doesn't matter. Anxious about it, so that you do subconsciously rush through this. So you're kind of letting it all play out, kind of in divine timing. You're kind of placing it in the hands of the universe. And like, universe, you deal with the timing of things. I'm just going to do my thing. Okay. Let's do the 10 of Pentacles. For the 10 of Pentacles in the recent past, you get the 10 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, the Emperor. Man, it's something that at some point made all the sense in the world, right? It's, I'm in this 100%. And it does have to do with something, again, close to home for you. Is it like home related, or I don't know. I can't tell if it is, but something that at some point in time you were all in, you know, and now it's like, it's just something about it just doesn't make sense anymore. So it's like, that's why I'm thinking that when this process started opening up for you, it wasn't like you woke up one day and you decided, this doesn't make sense for me anymore, let me move away. No, you were still kind of taking it, you know, living your life, doing your thing, without even realizing that this process of removing yourself from this has started. You're in it. Maybe now you're starting to realize, but for the longest time, you didn't know you were in this process. For the 7 of Swords in your strength, you get the Magician, the Knight of Wands, the Death card. Yeah, you're out. You're not out yet. You're making your way out. And I think it's starting to become more and more clear for you that this is a process of you making your way out of something. It feels good. It feels refreshing. It feels heavy and hard to do this on one hand, but on the other hand, it feels like, oh man, I'm so stoked for the next chapter, which you may not even know what it is, but it doesn't matter. For the Sun in the immediate future, you get the Devil, the 3 of Swords, the Ace of Swords. Why are you making yourself guilty through this? Because yes, it is a process in which you are removing yourself from something. Consider it a grieving process, right? At the same time, it's almost like the times in which you may feel happiness, or, you know, you may think of the next chapter once this one's done, and you feel a sense of relief or a sense of, oh man, freedom, you know. There are those times that are coming for you, and then I see you kind of coming at you being like, what the hell is wrong with me? Why would I be happy? This sucks. This is not great. This doesn't feel good. So what the hell is wrong with me that all of a sudden, I feel happy? So it's like you're intentionally keeping yourself in a kind of a guilt trip, kind of like you're not allowed to be happy because you're going through something nasty. So this is you doing this. You may take it as, no, it's not. It's just things that are coming at me that I see, and, you know, they make me remember that, hey, I'm going through shitty times, so I shouldn't laugh right now. So it's still you doing this. Doesn't matter what comes at you and tells you. Doesn't matter. You're the one that interprets that. So it's you. Guilt tripping you. In those times in which you actually feel a little bit of happiness or a little bit of relief or a little bit of, and I'm like, why? No. Allow yourself to feel whatever. The ups, the downs, the uglies, the everything. For the Hangman, for the supportive energies, you get the World card, the 10 of Swords, the 6 of Swords. I like your approach for the most part, except for that part where you kind of guilt trip yourself there and you're kind of putting yourself down. But for the most part, you're showing up from the stance of being with especially this process as it's unfolding. Letting the energies pass through you. If today you want to cry about it, you cry about it. If today you want to be, tomorrow you want to be angry about it, you're angry about it. But you're letting those energies pass. You don't hang on to them and don't throw them as poison into the world. Like, hey, you, my best friend, yeah, I'm angry today. Let me argue with you. Because, I'm going through shitty times, so fuck this shit. Get in here if you're my best friend to take my anger. No. That's not how it shows up here. Yeah, it's a process. Yeah, it's shitty for the most part. You do have good times, but apparently you're not allowed to feel those because, per you. But you're just letting the energies pass. You're not hanging on to them, which is very, very, a very, very nice approach. Very healthy. For the Knight of Wands, for the energy that's hidden, you get the Empress, the Ten of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. You do you got an opportunity here. You got something knocking at your door. You got something. And you got something there. That shows up as a potential for something long term. But you're like, it's very hard to open that door right now. And it's understandable. You're going through a process here that's not easy. So I get it. I get it, why you're not doing it. It's also part of you not allowing yourself to, feel happiness and not have fun. Because God forbid, you gotta suffer. But it's here. I don't think I need to tell you what this is because you know it. Even though it's in the hidden energies, it's there because you decide to keep it there. Because you decide to probably not respond to it, which again, from that stance of you're in the middle of a pretty big, important process here, and maybe you feel you're not ready to respond to this. Okay, I understand from that angle. From the angle of you just, kind of cutting off any contact with anything that would look fun or happy. From that perspective, I don't understand, but yeah. You're still going to do that, so it doesn't matter if I understand it or not. But probably you're not going to do it now that the reading is here. Probably you're going to be like, hey, you know what? Let me fucking be happy, man. Hopefully you're doing that. But for the Magician, in your hopes and fears, you get the Ace of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Pentacles. I think you know what you're doing, though. You're manifesting something nice for when you're ready. So I think from that angle, from that perspective, you do have quite the awareness over whether you're ready or not to open up to something. Anything that looks good, that has potential, that, because you're manifesting exactly that. I'll be ready, and I promise I am ready and open 100% when I'm ready. Okay, fair enough. I'll leave you alone then. But still feel happy when happiness knocks at your door. For the Ace of Pentacles, in the potential outcome, you get the Moon, the Hangman, the Two of Wands. You're playing with the concept of time here, like no tomorrow, but in a good way. It's like you're mastering the concept of time, because you're telling me there is no time. Yeah. Like whatever happens here, when this process ends, when this other one begins, there is no time. Whatever time chooses to be the time, that's the time. But I have no... it's like you have no notion of time, but at the same time you understand that there's only divine timing to things. And meanwhile, it shows up as it's going to take a minute for this cycle to close and that cycle to begin. And you understand that by filtering it through the concept of time is an illusion, basically. And understanding that everything happens when it's supposed to happen. So it's quite interesting how you're juggling with the notion of time. And I saw you doing that throughout the reading. But right there, you're kind of like... potential outcome. That means in the future. That means, okay, what's going to happen there? Doesn't matter. It's going to happen when it's going to happen anyway. You know, so it's like, I don't know. It's weird, but fun. And quite big, I must say. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Swords. The universe is kind of like, keep on doing what you're doing because you're doing great here. You know, you got this. It's a little even more than you got this. Like, keep going. You got this. You're good. Okay. Then you got this. Just allow yourself to be happy a little more. Don't put yourself down when you are. Let's do the Wild Soul Oracle. The Whale, Wisdom. Told you. Let's see. Whales are ancient creatures of the deep, symbolizing profound wisdom, intuition, and the mysteries of the ocean. Their songs resonate through the waters, connecting them to their environment and to each other. This card encourages you to dive deep into your inner wisdom and trust the knowledge that comes from within. The whale reminds you that true wisdom is often found in the depths, not on the surface. Well, you know that. You're a water sign. Trust in the deep wisdom within you. Now is the time to listen to your intuition and connect with your inner truths. Questions. What wisdom lies within me? How can I connect with my intuition? Am I avoiding deep self-reflection? Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.